Hello, this is David Nutt. I'm Chair of Drug Science, and I want to welcome you to our Ask David Anything series of questions. Nick from Devon asks, unfortunately, money and personal opinions rather than scientific truths tend to shape political choice. Don't I know that? How? If we don't make evidence-based decisions on climate change and other big issues, how do we expect people to make evidence-based decisions on the issues of drugs? But I agree, keep trying. Maybe logic will prevail in the end. Well, that's my hope, Nick. People think it's a false hope, but I'm going to argue actually we've been pretty successful over the last 10 years. In the end, evidence wins out. The more we make people confront facts and confront the evidence, and particularly challenge positions and statements they make which are not evidence-based, the more we will slowly but surely win over the public. So I think it's absolutely vital that the discussion about drugs and drug policy is made in a very open, transparent way. We've got to avoid rhetoric and polemic, but we must call out people who make absurd claims. And it's also very important that people understand the historical perspective. It was only when I began to look into the history of drug policy, going back to things like the Cannabis Commission in the Indian Hemp Commission back in the 1880s, that I realized that there's been a drive to criminalize and ban the use of drugs, criminalize users, which is over 150 years old. The origins of this are complex, multifaceted, but it's been very effective. And understanding that these pressures are political, economic, social, is really important. Because if we pull each of them apart, it makes it harder for people to hide behind this great wall of the sort of prohibitionist war on drugs philosophy that many people have found so comforting, but which, of course, as we know, has been so destructive to so many people who use drugs. If you like my answer, please leave a review and a rating on your podcast app. For tickets for our live podcast on psychedelics on the evening of the 13th of November in London, go to the drugscience.org.uk website. You'll also find a lot of very useful information there. And of course, you can tweet me at Prof. David Nutt or hashtag AskDavidAnything to get your questions answered.